So guys, Amish Warrior here, and we're going to jump straight into the action because I'm a donut and forgot to record the start of this race, you know, in the pit and whatnot. But anyway, we're going down the first corner. We're in Bahrain. I'm in a Lotus, by the way, and we get a bit of a nudge there going into the first corner, but we get through that relatively unscathed as there was a Williams going sideways thanks to an incident with the Marussia, and we find ourselves up into fourth after the first couple of corners with a 4-car train behind me. Sure, he's got me carnage, and yes, I get a nudge in the back from someone, not quite sure who. And I come out of that in 8th, so that's a loss of 4 places right there. All 4 of them overtook me as we come through this nice little windy section on this track. I do quite like driving this track actually. I don't like it in real life. I think it's a boring track to watch, but I love it in this game. So I snick right at the inside of the Force India and Kieran, KgibbsF1. I know him in real life, so I called him Kieran. As we come down this, possibly one of the most awful corners on the game. If you get it wrong, you do get it wrong. As I go back up the inside of the Force India, as K-Gibbs has overtaken me once again. As I use some cars, we've got a nice drive. Coming down in this corner, K-Gibbs locks up his brakes, and I'm gonna try and move, put a tyre on the dirt a bit there, or dust as a bit. As he locks up again, and I get a good drive out of the last corner. Nice slipstream, bit of cars. And the move is done before the final corner. And we are now in 5th. And K-Gibbs is behind us. We're going to hunt down 4th, see what we can do from here. See if our podium's on the cards. Win, probably not. I don't know whether. I can't even see the first 3 guys in the... Oh, there they are on the mini-map. Just as K-Gibbs dives up my inside. Cheeky. As my engineer tells me to try and get the place back. I will surely do that, my friend, as I'm not giving this up without a fight. As I am closing down on K-Gibbs going into turn 3, and I'll pull out of that a little bit. I can be dangerous. Easily to spin the car on that corner, as we're going side by side through this little windy section again. I've actually done that before with Into the Barrier. We went through there perfectly side by side and actually managed to come out without spinning. That was quite fun. As he hit this K-Gibbs, it's the bollard there. Lucky he didn't spin the car. As we come down once again into this horrible corner. This is very reminiscent of the penultimate corner in Malaysia. Obviously, you turn left this one. As K-Gibbs gets that wrong, dive up his inside and blast away with a bit of cars. Yeah, in Malaysia, obviously, you turn right into the penultimate corner. And if you get that wrong, you end up in the gravel, which is just absolute horror. As I get that a bit wrong, go a bit wide, but nothing too bad. But that one, obviously, if you get it wrong, you're going to end up in the wall. So, you know. It's very easy to get it wrong, but at the same time, if you brake early enough, it's not too difficult a corner. As I take the penultimate corner, and 3 hours on my screen show that K-Gibbs is right behind me, hunting me down, going into the last corner. As I see all 4 cars in the minimap relatively close to one another. I don't know if we'll hunt them down or not at all. We'll see. As K-Gibbs gets a nice drive out of the corner, and he is ahead of me. We're going side by side, drag race down the finish straight. As my cars is replenished, I use a bit, get a bit of boost, and I have overtaken him. He clearly hasn't used any cars there. I squashed him up against the wall as much as possible, cut back under the driving line, and I've taken over the position once again. A great little battle going on here between me and KgibbsF1, who is a very good driver. I've raced with him a lot. As you probably all know, he's a good friend of mine. We race an awful lot. He's a very good, clean driver, and this is actually the first time we've ever been in an on-track battle like this before. So it was very interesting. As I go hold the position despite his best interest into trying to overtake me. It's been a good race. Yeah, I can't believe I accidentally forgot to record the start of this race. Such a stupid thing to do. I was recording so much this night though that it just slipped my mind to record it, and by the time I had done so, I was already off the starting grid. As 3 hours suggests he's close, and he's going to try to move up the inside, and he's made that work. He's done that quite well on the lap 30 as well, so it's a dangerous time to be giving up a position. Obviously none of us are going to get in the podium. This is a fight for 5th. It's just a fight for pride. Who will win it, as I have taken the lead and I've got a nice couple car lengths over him. I've used all my cars. You would think from this position I'm going to win it, as we have 1 turn to do. As I brake a bit early, to be honest, get that quite well. I was decent corner, but he gets a brilliant drive out of the last corner. He's coming down, side by side, and he's won that. He's actually won that in the last drive. He got such a drive out of there. That's weird. That says I've beaten him. That is not true. We all could see there from the bloody footage that he beat me by a nose. You know, the game gave me the position, but we all know that KGibbs won that one between us. It was quite an interesting duel. Thoroughly enjoyed racing with him. I wish I could do that more with him. We tend not to see each other on track though. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry about missing the start. I'll catch you again with another video soon. Cheers. Bye.